Everybody, it's your boy Serum here with another video. Today the Barclays Premier League or the English League's transfer market starts. So let's jump right into the transfer news. So as mentioned earlier, the Barclays Premier League transfer market has opened today, and you know how the transfer market go already. First day, whole heap of craziness. Jadon Sancho news, Paul Pogba contract extension hints, Declan Rice. So let's go right into it. So now I want to start off with Jadon Sancho. Now, it was rumored today, well, in England time it would be midday, lunchtime, 12 o'clock, and in our time it would be 6 p.m. So I would use our time. So 6 p.m. today, it was rumored that Manchester United went out with a bid for Jadon Sancho of 89 to 90 million pounds. It was rejected. It is stated that Borussia Dortmund is waiting out for 110 mil. So as it relates to this transfer, what do I think it is? Well, it is promising signs for me. Ed Woodward usually takes forever to initiate a bid. I know that the news was carried by a Build, it's not a very credible source, and then it was followed up by a lot of other sources like The Sun, if you notice in my thumbnail and if you notice here. The Sun brought the Bills report and mentioned it, quoted the bill saying that we had that $89 million rejected. And as I said, it's just promising signs. Ed Woodward doesn't normally bid so soon for a player. We know that negotiations with Ed Wood normally take 6 weeks. If you look at the history, Wan-Bissaka 6 weeks last summer, Harry Maguire around 6 weeks last summer as well. Bruno Fernandes, the entire summer transfer window coming into January as well. I mean, Ed Woodward normally takes long for these things to happen, and to hear that we're bidding for him knows that just concretes for me that Manchester United is going to get Jadon Sancho. We are in negotiations, and it's good sign. So if my predictions, or if I should predict when this signing should be completed, I'd believe that. And I know I'm being a little bit presumptuous because it's Ed Woodward, of course, but I'm predicting that he would be a Manchester United player holding that number 7 jersey come next week, Thursday. Yes, so I'll put my, put my reputation, whatever it is thus far, on the line by saying that I believe that Jadon Sancho will be a Manchester United player by next week, Thursday. I know that I can be incorrect, but the signs show that thus far. Now going into Paul Pogba's contract teaser. Now, we qualified for 3rd place in the Champions League yesterday. Still elated. I know that we shouldn't be celebrating 3rd place for a big club like Manchester United, but I mean, it has been a rocky seasons. We've been through the ups, the downs. Other fans wouldn't understand what we have experienced, what we went through this season, but we know what we went through, and it is a accomplishment in its own for us to finally concrete that 3rd place position. As I said, it is time to move forward, and promising news from Paul Pogba. He tweeted out, it's Champions League baby, saying that he's looking forward to Champions League next season with Manchester United. Now, you can read into it as a small thing, but if you know Paul Pogba's social media accounts don't run jokes, as Jamaicans would say. With them to play, when it comes to cryptic messages, being very specific, his PR team is very good at that. So given the time and everything, and the whole speculations about him signing a contract or him leaving for Juventus or Real Madrid, which you all know now can't really afford to purchase a Paul Pogba, given the rumors around him saying he's looking forward for Champions League next season is very encouraging to me, and I'm looking forward to that. Now, on the note of Twitter and posts, Manchester United, they mentioned that the transfer market is open and we're going out to look for players. Now, there was a specific tweet that mentioned us going into the transfer market, and that tweet was liked by Declan Rice. A sharp-eyed Manchester United player spotted that he liked it and brought it out to the forefront, but since he had liked that message, speculations have risen, especially given the fact that we do need a replacement in the central defensive midfield position. That we do have Matic, one of the best in that position in the Premier League. So now, but he's an aging player. I think he's 32 years of age now. He's coming to the end of his career, and we don't really have anyone coming through with that Matic style of play. I think Declan Rice is a little bit similar to how he plays, controls the pace. He's not very quick, but he knows how to control the tempo of a match, just like how Matic can. So I think, what do I think about the whole transfer speculation now is that players like tweets all the time. Sometimes they claim that it's an accident, sometimes there's something to be read behind it. If Manchester United is looking at a Declan Rice, I'm a kind of 50-50 on Declan Rice. He had some excellent performances in the past few months, but he's not that consistent to me. He's a star player, 21 years of age, fits the bill for Manchester United type of transfers, young English footballers, hungry for that step up. It would be a big step up for him at West Ham coming up. I know West Ham did remain in the Premier League, so his price will be sky high rather than if he got relegated. So good option. I'm not sure if we should look too deep into the fact that he liked a tweet. I think players like tweets all the time, and until we have like a concrete personnel from the club saying that we're interested in Declan Rice, I would take this, like his name says, with a grain of rice. I'm not really that positive about that, but I'm not sure if that will happen. But as I said, encouraging signs. Manchester United are being linked with some very good players. I know that there's no transfer market without Manchester United being linked to a whole host of players, but I see some movements as it relates to Jadon Sancho. As I said, I like the contract talks. The ear or the type of player that Declan Rice is a good player, good English player. So even if we are linked with him, I actually would like that if we got him. Now to just briefly talk about the midfield again and talk about Jack Grealish. Now, Jack Grealish managed a miracle on the final few days of the Premier League, final few matches. They have managed to retain their Premier League status, which is amazing thanks to Jack Grealish and the team. I know it's a team effort, but Jack Grealish really did contribute. Was a major contributing factor to them staying up. Sorry about that. There was rumors that if Aston Villa got relegated, we'd have gotten him for around the 40 mil to 50 mil price range. Now, with Aston Villa staying up, they're not in any pressure to sell anymore. So I think they would demand a higher price in the 60 to 70 million dollar category. And to be honest with you, for a midfield, I think Jack Grealish is very good. But we were linked to Van der Beek, and Van der Beek would be available to us for about $40 million. I think that would be a better bargain. I know that our European scouting hasn't been that great. We tend to go for English players over those European players, and I think we should take a page out of the book of Bruno, where we actually went out, seeked a European star, and he automatically came in and gelled the team. So I think we should look at a Van der Beek over Jack Grealish. They're not that far as in types of player. I think Van der Beek is younger, and also he's cheaper, so I think that would be a good option for us to look at. But if we do get a Jack Grealish, I also would be great ecstatic at that as well. But yeah, as I said, I think Van der Beek would be the better option. Now, I know this is not transfer news, but I'm here to give you all the Manchester United related news. So there are 4 teams in the Premier League that possibly we get a late start to the Premier League. And when I say late start, I don't mean it in a bad way, like they'll be penalized or something like that. What is going to happen is that the four persons or the four teams that are still remaining in European competitions, that's Manchester City, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Wolves, they would be afforded extra time to prepare, because it is 49 days between the closing of the Premier League yesterday and the starting of the Premier League in September. And you know, the European Cups move from like the 5th to the 21st of August for the Europa League, and then the 7th to the 23rd of August for the Champions League. So that takes up a major chunk of the time that the players would get for rest. So the Premier League is deciding to allow for those teams, if we advance to the finals of the competition, to get some extra days of rest and start the Premier League late. I think it's a good idea, given that throughout, even though players got a big break before the corona, or before the restart after corona, they had a big break for like 3 months, but then they come back and now they have to be playing a game every 3 days. It will be very hectic on the body. So I think the body, the Premier League body, is doing a good thing when they say that they would actually extend it. I would like you guys to come in the comments, tell me what you think. Do you think that these players are being paid way too much to be considered to be giving so much breaks? You think that they should just jump right into the season without that extended time? Let me know and tell me what you think about the transfers. This is JAisRed. I'm Serum, and I'm out.
Oh, hey, don't forget to like and share, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you can leave a comment while you're at it. Thanks.